Imagine waking up tomorrow, stretching your arms, yawning, and then casually walking into your bathroom, filling up the tub, dunking your head under the water, and just staying there. No gasping, no choking, no bubbles frantically escaping from your nose, just breathing, like it's the most natural thing in the world. Welcome to the wild alternate universe where humans can breathe underwater. And let me warn you, it's not just about swimming with dolphins. It's about completely rewriting the way we live, travel, fight wars, and even throw pool parties. Let's dive right in, literally. First off, how would this even work? Right now, our lungs are designed for air, not water. If you tried breathing underwater today, you'd drown faster than you can say Finding Nemo. But let's say evolution had a wild upgrade. Humans with gills. Yeah, imagine two sleek gill slits on the side of your neck. Not the prettiest accessory, but hey, at least you'll never need scuba gear again. Of course, the real winners here are doctors. Every teenager who gets embarrassed about their acne will now have to deal with gill pimples. Now picture this. Airplanes? Outdated. Who needs cramped flights when you can just swim across the Atlantic? Sure, it'll take you longer, but hey, you don't have to worry about lost luggage or crying babies in row 14. In fact, airlines would probably rebrand into Sea Line. First-class seats replaced with luxury submarines, while economy passengers just get flippers and a pat on the back. But here's the real game changer. Cities. Why stop building on land when 70% of Earth's surface is covered in water? Say hello to Atlantis 2.0. Imagine skyscrapers made of coral, highways full of glowing fish, and your neighbor being a literal squid. Housing prices? Still expensive. Even underwater, your landlord will find a way to charge you for ocean views. Now let's talk dating. Romantic walks on the beach? Nah. Romantic swims through kelp forests. Candlelight dinners? Forget it. Candles don't work underwater. Instead, couples would dine by glowing jellyfish. And breakups? Oh boy. Instead of slamming the door, people would storm off in a dramatic wave of bubbles. Can you imagine the "it's not you, it's me" speech underwater? Half the words would sound like whale songs. Sports would change forever. The Olympics would add underwater basketball, 3D water polo, and 500-meter synchronized dolphin racing. Imagine Messi playing soccer in slow motion under the ocean, or Tom Brady trying to throw a football only for it to float awkwardly like a sad balloon. And don't get me started on surfing. Instead of catching waves, humans would start dodging sharks for points. Here's a dilemma. If humans live underwater, what do we eat? Fish? That's basically eating your new next-door neighbors. Imagine inviting your friend Nemo over for dinner and he notices a suspicious fish fillet on your plate. Awkward. So maybe we'd go full vegan, farming seaweed and kelp burgers. Or maybe sushi becomes the new national dish everywhere. Jobs would transform too. Forget lifeguards, everyone's already waterproof. But plumbers? Oh, they're out of business. Everything is already wet. Meanwhile, real estate agents are hyping up, this apartment comes with premium dolphin parking and a free clamshell Wi-Fi booster. And let's not forget influencers. Instagram will be flooded, literally, with underwater selfies. Hashtag no filter, just mermaid things. Of course, breathing underwater isn't all sunshine and seashells. Ever tried sneezing underwater? It's like setting off a bubble grenade. And swimming in polluted rivers? Yeah, not so fun when your lungs are filled with the taste of 1990 soda cans and questionable chemicals. Also, sharks. Suddenly, humans aren't visitors in their world, we're roommates. And trust me, sharks aren't the kind of roommates who politely knock before barging in. War also changes big time. Instead of fighter jets, countries would have giant squid armies. Submarines? Outdated. Human torpedo squads are the new norm. Even politics would go crazy. My fellow citizens, we must protect our coral borders. Campaign posters would be plastered on giant clams. And yes, politicians would still lie, even underwater. Crime wouldn't disappear either. Pickpockets would just become pearl snatchers, and instead of bank robberies, thieves would raid treasure chests. Over time, humans would evolve to look different. Webbed fingers, big eyes, sleek bodies. Fashion designers would go nuts. This season, we're featuring waterproof Gucci fins. Movies would be wild too. Forget Fast and Furious 25, it'd be Splash and Furious Tokyo Drift Current. And Disney would finally admit Ariel was just ahead of her time. Religions would adapt as well. Baptism? Too easy, everyone's already underwater. Pilgrimages? Now to sacred coral reefs. And philosophers would sit around asking deep questions like, if you drop a phone underwater and no one hears it ring, did it really buzz? But here's the twist. If humans could breathe underwater, would we overpopulate the oceans the same way we did the land? Pollution, overfishing, destroying coral reefs? Yeah, humans have a bad track record. The oceans might not be safe for long. Imagine rush hour traffic jams, but instead of cars, it's millions of humans clogging coral highways. Yikes. Still, this ability could save humanity. Rising sea levels? Not a problem. Flooded cities? We just keep living in them. Climate change would still be a beast, but at least drowning wouldn't be one of our worries. And who knows, maybe underwater living would finally teach us to respect nature, to coexist with whales and dolphins and creatures we barely even know exist. So, what if humans could breathe underwater? We'd get a whole new world to explore, a brand new culture to create, and probably too many reality TV shows called Keeping Up with the Mermaids. Sure, there'd be chaos, awkward gill pimples, and the occasional shark roommate. But one thing's for sure, humanity would never look at a glass of water the same way again. Now let me ask you, if you had the choice, would you rather live on land or join the fishy side of life? Because me, I'd still pick land. Pizza doesn't taste the same when it's soggy. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to dive into that like button, swim over to the subscribe button, and ring the notification bell so you don't miss the next What If. Until then, stay curious, stay human, and keep breathing, whichever way you can.